Hey guys, what's up? So today the Neodent rep, Han, came by the office and brought by some stuff for me. Got a bunch of implants, a bunch of kits, abutments and cylinders because I have an all-on-4 next Thursday. And so he wants me to try out his system. I'm excited about it because I've heard great things. And so look out for that video. It's going to be coming out sometime next week or the week after. But surgery's next Thursday. I'm going to be sharing with you guys what I think of the Neodent system. I'm excited because a lot of my friends use it, and I've heard great things about it. Just to clarify though, I'm still not taking any sponsorship. I want all my stuff to be totally unbiased. So this is just learning experience, and I want to share all of it with you. But for now, I'd like to share with you a consultation that came in this morning. She came in for an upper immediate denture and lower denture with 2 implants. But I've kind of worked it up for you so that you can kind of see the all-on-4 kind of treatment planning workflow, you know, what I'm thinking as I'm looking at the x-rays. All right, so this is the patient. She came in wanting to address her lowers. Her lowers are in pretty bad shape, and really so are her uppers, but that wasn't her chief concern right now. She wants to deal with the lowers. And as you can see right here, she's got a lot of calculus buildup. They're way mobile. I think the only one that's not mobile is that canine. That one's still like grade 2 mobility or something. So they're definitely going downhill. And on her uppers, you see she's got those little semi-precision attachments that are for a partial denture. But those teeth are really, she's only got 3 abutments for that bridge that are in any kind of, that are going to last longer than a month. But they're still ready to come out, I think. All right, so this is the patient's pano. So you can see she already has somewhat of an all-on-4 up top. She's got 4 teeth that are kind of hanging on by a thread, and she's got this crazy looking like cantilever thing, and remember it's got those semi-precision attachments right there. And you can see if she did want to get it all-on-4 for the top, she does have some pneumatized sinuses up here, but there still is space for implants, so it looks like she can get an implant here, here, and here, but she's not interested in an all-on-4 for her top. She's looking at options for the bottom. And so remember, these teeth are out of here, right? They're hanging on by a thread. This guy is gonna crack at the gum line any second, and so those are out. And so now what I'm looking at is I'm trying to see, first identify where her mental foramen would be, and it's not super clear, right? Let's look on this side. I don't know, it's somewhere around here, and it's hard to see the nerve also. And so I'm just gonna draw it here just for illustration, but I don't know if that's 100% accurate. Maybe the nerve's right here too. It looks like it might do a little anterior loop right here. And so I'm going to draw the rest of the nerve back. Again, this is totally inaccurate right now. Really, for her case is the kind that you want to get a cone beam on for sure. Now I'm going to be placing implants back here, here, and here. Sorry, I drew this one kind of on the fly. So right here, you do want to make sure that you have, you know, at least 2 millimeters of space between the nerve and the implant body. So the average extension of this anterior loop is about 2 to 3 millimeters, and you want to make sure you take that into consideration so you have your adequate safety zone between the implant and the nerve. And so what I'm going to be doing is doing some alveoplasty, and you want to make sure you do enough alveoplasty so you have enough restorative space. So at least 15 millimeters is pretty safe if you're doing all-on-4. So you want to make sure that this area right here, that you have enough space for the restorative components. So that'll determine how much alveoplasty that you actually do, how much bone you're going to actually cut. Okay, this is her cone beam, and the first thing I did was I kind of centered this little scrolly thing around her mandible, right? So it's going to be tracking along the right thing. So I go all the way to the end, and I find the one of the mental foramina, and so here's one of them, right? So you see the mental foramen right there. And now I'm going to just scroll anterior to that, and I'm just kind of, at this point, I'm just kind of qualitatively assessing the bone. I'm just kind of winging it, right? Just looking at it, and I'm going to take this little measurement tool and measure it. I want at least 7 millimeters, right? That's a good amount of width for an implant, for a 4 millimeter implant. And then I'm going to go and keep scrolling forward. There's 7, and it does get thin. So towards the anterior, that's where the bone tends to get its most thin, towards the top of the ridge. And so here I wouldn't be surprised if that's like 4 millimeters. Okay, that's 5 millimeters. And so down below it gets a little bit thicker. So down below is at 7 millimeters. And so you want to do enough alveoplasty. Remember we were talking about alveoplasty we're going to be cutting off this upper portion, and we're going to be getting to this thicker bone. So I also measure how much I need to cut to get to this thicker bone. So let's say I do 6 millimeters of alveoplasty. Okay, that's 9 millimeters. So if I get to 9 millimeters alveoplasty, then I'm going to be at, let's see, so just about just a little bit over 6 millimeters of width. So that helps me kind of ballpark how much alveoplasty I need to do at this point. And anyway, I also do want to have 15 millimeters of restorative space. So let me show you real quick. If I alveoplasty, let me just bring it back till we get to a tooth. If I alveoplasty to here, right, we're going to have this much restorative space. Let's see. And that's quite a bit of restorative space. So the implant would go down here, and then the abutment, and then the restoration. So I probably don't need an alveoplasty that much, but I'm just alveoling enough so that I have a good platform of bone to go into. And I keep scrolling, and I do the same thing along the entire arch. Here it gets real skinny, and then I'm just going to scroll all the way to the other side and make sure that there's no big defects. Here I also see how deep the root goes compared to where I need an alveoplasty. Alright, and then I'd say this looks like a good candidate for an all-in-4. It's got pretty good bone all the way around, kind of thin towards the middle, but if I do enough alveo, it should be just fine. So like I said in the beginning, she's not going to get an all-in-4. She's actually just going to go for an immediate denture in the upper and 2 implants in the lower. But if she was going to get an all-in-4, that's how I would have done it. Now though, I got to get out of here. I got ballet tonight with Olivia, so I'll catch you guys later.